welcome back to Budget with V. My name is V and I'm a 26-year-old Australian who makes cash stuffing and budgeting videos here on YouTube. Today's video will be a little bit of a check-in slash overview for March, because as I'm filming this, it's the 2nd of April already, which I can't believe. And yeah, so let's get straight into it. I might start with just getting rid of some change. Oh, getting rid of some change, if you couldn't hear that, into my coin challenge, because it's sitting on my desk and I want to get rid of it. So this is my coin challenge. It's getting heavier and heavier. So in here, I only use silver coins to complete this challenge. So let's see what I have. This is from like my grocery shop and some other bits. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $1, $10, 20, 35. Okay, so we can only do $1 on here, but I'm going to put all of this in. So a little bit of bonus. Where is it? Hang on. Sorry, everyone. Hope you've all been really well. I just trying to find my blue. Oh, it's right in front of me. Okay. So we'll do another $1, which is just here. So this is adding up nicely. I'm only using silver for this rather than my gold coins. Once I stop, I don't know. I might one day put gold, but for now it's just silver. So that's done. All right, so next I might just go straight into my budget. So we'll go back to, you can see that, the March budget. So I just wanted to show you, so I added up how much extra income we made for the month, and we actually managed to make an extra $2,044 over what we estimated, and about 30 to 40% of that, it goes to tax, but that's still really good. So I just wanted to show you that. I'm not going to fill out exactly what I spent in all categories, just because I think I've said this about my sort of weekly check-in videos too. I track most things on a spreadsheet, and I just find it's just not that helpful to put on here anyway. What I do find helpful though is doing a little bit of an overview, because I was feeling a little bit sad about, I don't know, our progress in terms of trying to bring our account back to what it needs to be to pay for the tax bill that we're expecting at the end of the financial year. Let me just zoom you in. I'm so sorry if you can hear my dogs. They're playing outside of my door, so they might be a bit loud. But so what I've done is I've listed down here. So the first category is my sinking funds and savings, which are all online ones. Then I've gone down to the envelopes, tax, and back to account. So like I was saying, I was feeling a bit sad about how much we have to pay back to ourselves to pay for our tax bill to make sure we have enough. But by doing this, I actually am feeling a lot more positive, which was really nice to be able to really see how much we were able to get ahead this month. So this is at the start of, or the end of February. So utilities and bills had negative 491. And we now have negative 164, which is a $327 difference. However, that's including another like $600 of bills that have come out. So we've actually managed to put almost $1,000 towards that category. Memberships and subscriptions now at 64 instead of 650. Internet, all the same. Water has gone up by $100. Home insurance has gone up about $100. Rates has gone up almost $300. So the dogs was at -$100 and is now at -$35. Health, we now have $100 sitting there, which we usually use each fortnight. The dentist was at $0, but now we have $335 saved for that. The car service, which we actually had to push back again just because of things going on, but that should be done, I think, next week. And we've saved the full amount, which is $490 for that now. Car insurance has gone up about $75, Rego up another $75, and hair and beauty, we both got haircuts, and I bought some makeup that I needed, which comes out of here. So we're less $85, but that's fine. So that means at the end of February, oh, sorry, you probably couldn't even see that. At the end of, hang on, sorry, I can't see what you can see on my camera because of the setup I've got, so I hope it's okay. But at the end of February, we had $1,483 in our sinking funds, and now we have $3,205.50. So that's up $1,721, which blows me away, to be honest. I'm so really pleased with that. I didn't expect it to be that high, and it wasn't that high last month. Next is my cash envelopes. So in anniversary last month we had 30 and now we have 0, and that's because we saved some and then we spent it all because our anniversary has come and gone now. Gifts, we had 0 and then we had 10 at the end of March, which I've actually now spent. Splurge had 145 at end of Feb and now 170, which I've also spent this weekend at the spa. Easter had 40 and now has 51. I've actually spent half. We saved up a full 100 over March, and then we spent half of that already. Christmas had 25, now 50. Date night at 0. Coffee has gone up by 5. Our travel savings, this was interesting because so at the end of February we had $232 and now we have 170, so that's -62. But this month we booked our cruise, which was almost a $400 deposit, so we actually was able to put like $350 away, so that's awesome. Challenges. So in my challenges last month, I had 345 and now I have 210, but I did unstuff, I think 500 this month out of my challenges and distribute that to other things. So I've still managed to save another $200. My personal savings had 0 last month and now it's at 130. My birthday had 0, now we're at 50. Bachelorette 0, now we're at 50. Camping had 0, now we're at 25. Now these might not have been 0, but I didn't record it last month, so I think they were all in challenges. So that's where some of that difference might have gone. And I also started a dog emergency savings, and now from 0, it's now at 40. So at the end of February, we had a total of 817 in our envelopes, and now we have 961, which is up $144, despite paying for some things that we had to pay for, which is awesome. So next is tax. So at the end of Feb, we had $4,235 saved for tax, and now we have $4,766, so it's up $531. And we owed ourselves at the end of February $3,050, which came out of this tax, which is why we need to pay it back. And now we owe ourselves $2,143. So we've actually gone up and paid ourselves back $907, which was a lot higher than I thought. And I'm so excited that this is coming down finally. I really want to, obviously I need to get this paid back to ourselves by the end of June, which is the end of the tax year, which it should be fine, I think. And we should be able to beef this up each fortnight now that the car service has been saved for, and the dog vet bills have all been paid for. So we've gone over some of those really big expenses, and now we can sort of start putting a little bit more away. So at the end of Feb, we had a total of, taking into account that negative as well, $3,485.70. And now we have $6,789.50. And this isn't even including like our emergency fund or like that sort of stuff as well. So we've got 4,000 or something in there. So we've gone up by $3,303. Now, just to note, we actually still owe ourselves another $400 back, but that's coming out of like our own different things. It's too hard to explain, but basically we're still up overall by $2,887 because that $400 will be paid very soon from other things. So I'm really happy after doing that, because I feel like, let me zoom you back out. Hope that's okay. I feel like that was better than I expected, and I feel like we actually made some really good headway this month, and I'm really hoping we can get this down more and more so we can start putting more into like our travel and like giving our other savings goals a little bit more attention. I'm really, really excited. So yeah, I just realized I didn't even put baby on here, which I know I have 115. I'm so sorry about my dogs. I know I have 115 as well in there, so that takes us over that 1,000. So yeah, that's not even a complete picture, but yeah, it's good to just do that comparison. I might even put over here just for next month, so I can compare it, but I won't put it in the totals because I've already done them. Okay, so that's that done. The final thing I wanted to do today was to stuff a little bit of rollover, which I feel like I never ever have rollover. So this is super exciting. So let me move that. I have $25 in rollover from my food shop this week. And that's because my husband is away this week. So I didn't need to pay for as many groceries. So I'm going to split this up to a few different things. I have created another new envelope, classic. So I'll show you that one. So as you can see, my poor little splurge envelope only has a lonely little 10 left in it because I went to the spa this weekend, but it was so worth the money, and I definitely want to go back there soon. I've also spent gifts, coffee. Let me move this, hang on. So I've created an envelope called bulk. So this is for bulk shopping. So this is at like a discount sort of shop where we can get bulk items near my house. So because of that, and because this is like joint grocery money, I want to put this into like some of the joint savings goals rather than my personal ones. So I'm going to put $10 into bulk to start that off today. Oh my God, my dogs, they're scratching at my door. I hope they're not too loud for you. I'm almost finished, so that should be fine. So bulk has 10 now, and I'm now going to put, so I've got 15 left. I don't know, I think I'm going to put $5 into the baby savings. Because this is like a long-term one, so it doesn't matter if it's a bit slow. So now we have 120. You can probably hear my dog scratching desperately at my door. And then the final $10 I'm going to put into a $300 savings challenge. So this is for Painting, getting some paint to paint my office, maybe getting some little bits of furniture. I'm not exactly sure, really. It's just to start off getting some extra things for the house, and even maybe having like $100 sitting in the account just for like if something happens at the house that breaks and we just need to get it fixed, or getting like a trade to come in. I know that probably won't cover it, but it'll just be like a little bit of a buffer for things. And I think if I finish this, I'm just going to restart it again and keep going, because I'm finding it really fun and I am really motivated by this, like getting this completed. So there is 110, so I'm going to mark the 10 off, and fine, that should be closer to the back. God, did I miss it? There it is. Okay, so we now have 20, 30, 40, 45 in here, which is really good. I think paint can that we would need is like almost $100. Paint everything is expensive, I swear. But that's almost halfway, so that's really good. Okay, that is it for me today. I probably need to go and sort my dogs out by the sounds. So I will leave you there and I'll see you in my next video. See ya. Bye.